So before this video gets started, if you are an Uber driver, a Lyft driver, or a gig worker and you want paid time off, if you want paid time off, sick leave, you want protection if you get into accidents, if you want income protection, if you want protection if you ever get deactivated, hospitalized, if you ever do get deactivated and you want your account back as well, there's a brand new company that just launched and they got $1.6 million in funding. They're doing same day cash transfers to drivers, to gig workers for, you know, paid time off, all that stuff. If you want that, the company's called Cover. And if you use my link down below, you get 30 days for free. It does start at $7 a month. But again, if you use my link, you get 30 days for free. No commitments, no annual contracts. You can cancel and pause at any time. At least check it out. At least click my link down below and accept that gift of 30 days for free. And now let's get on to the video. Hello everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to the Rideshare Hub. My name's Dylan. Thank you so much for coming by. So I was just sitting here looking at this amazing view out here, scrolling through the news, and it came upon me that basically what's blowing up on the internet right now is Donald Trump, our president, not paying very much money in taxes. And, you know, he's one of the richest guys in the world, right? Billionaire, I believe, multi-billionaire. But the thing is, he doesn't pay very much in taxes, and I was looking at it, and he actually pays less than most Uber drivers pay in taxes. How do I know that? Because I pay taxes, and I'm an Uber driver, I'm a Lyft driver, I'm a gig worker, I'm a small business owner. If you are an Uber driver or a Lyft driver, you know, maybe you don't know, but you are technically a small business owner. That's the way the government, you know, the federal government recognizes you as a business owner, small business owner. And part of that, you have to pay taxes. The other side of it is if you're an Uber driver or Lyft driver and you've never formed an S Corp or an LLC or a corporation or a business, you have to pay self-employment tax. And I just want to talk about this really quickly because Donald Trump, he uses loopholes not to pay taxes. Do I think that's wrong? Personally, no. We're all entitled, we're all able to find ways not to pay taxes. Amazon, we all know, usually doesn't pay any taxes. If they do, they pay very little. But the reason why they don't pay taxes, it's not like they just refuse to pay their tax bill. They donate a lot of money to government research and sustainability. Boom, tax write-off, tax credit. They donate a lot of their money to charity. Boom, tax credit, tax write-off. They probably purchase real estate, tax write-off. They probably, I mean, they give their workers distributions. That's, you know, these things are tax write-offs. So I don't want to blame anyone here for not paying their taxes, but at the same time, I wanted to just talk about really quickly the importance of being smart with your taxes, because if you aren't careful with your taxes, you could end up owing a lot of money, especially as a self-employment worker, or as a self-employed person, and especially in California. I live in California, and I made a decent amount of money last year, and I was under self-employed. I was working my butt off, trying to pay off debt, and even though I paid my debt off, you know, I still have to pay taxes on that income. One thing that I did was I started up an LLC this year. I started up a business, and I made myself an employee of that business. Why? So I don't have to pay self-employment tax. So, you know, are you guys angry at me because I'm not paying as many taxes as if I, you know, was self-employed? Maybe you are, I don't know. But should you be mad at Donald Trump for not paying that much money in taxes? I just wanted to show this article because I think it's pretty crazy. And then I also want to talk to you guys about how to actually not pay taxes. as many taxes. By the way, I'm not a CPA, I'm not a public accountant, I'm not a certified public accountant, I don't have my own accounting firm. I'm a dude on YouTube with bleached tips, bleached hair. So what I'm trying to say is don't take this as legal advice, tax advice. I'm just telling you guys how I've managed to avoid paying taxes. So here, look at this. This all came out within the past couple hours. A pug, a cat, and a baby have paid more in taxes than Trump. I also just saw this on Instagram. Trump paid $750 in taxes in 2018. I don't know why. I guess it's getting closer to the election. I don't know why so many people are all of a sudden talking about his taxes, but the average Starbucks barista pays $2,800. I want you guys to comment down below. Who cares? Your information is already publicized, and you're not gonna, I mean, obviously we're not getting your social security number or tax EIN, but if you feel comfortable, comment down below, how much money did you pay in taxes this year? How much money did you owe the IRS? I would be curious. Donald Trump, $750. Average Starbucks barista, $2,800. The average Uber driver, I'm guessing the average Uber driver probably is around $1,000 to $2,000. Some up to $10,000. The thing is, it depends how you drove, how much you drove. Federal income taxes paid in 2017. Joe Biden paid $3 million. Kamala Harris, $500,000. Bernie Sanders, $343,000. Elizabeth Warren, $268,000. Donald Trump, $750. People are mad at this. Why? Because, yeah, look at this. This guy's a fraud. He continues to manage Obama's records, yet his aren't even clean. Guys, I don't want to defend this. I don't want to defend Donald Trump, but so what if he found loopholes? So what if he, I mean, the reason he's paying less of taxes because he's benefiting the government in other ways. This is how people, very wealthy people, you're incentivized. There are reasons why there's a bunch of tax loopholes. For instance, if you buy real estate, you're entitled to a lot of tax benefits. The thing is, the government wants you to buy real estate. That's why you're getting a tax deduction. What the government doesn't want you to do is make a lot of money and do nothing with it. That's why they're going to tax you if you don't do anything with it. If you do stuff with your money, you're going to get tax write-offs. If you make a lot of money and you invest into the stock market, if you invest it into real estate, if you spend money on your business, if you start up a business, invest that money, you're entitled to tax write-offs. Donald Trump, a self-professed billionaire, pays only $750 a year in taxes, while millions of working-class Americans are struggling because Mitch McConnell and the Trump administration won't approve a belief bill. Look, I'm not saying, according to the New York Times, President Trump paid no federal income taxes in 10 of the past 15 years. Look, I'm not saying that I'm not talking about any of his policies, nothing about that. This had nothing to do with that. This just brings up a good point because Uber drivers and Lyft drivers have to pay taxes as well. Everybody has to pay taxes. Obviously, I was just thinking about that earlier. It's one thing that no matter how rich you are, no matter how little you make, you still have to pay your taxes. Everybody has to pay taxes. So as an Uber driver and a Lyft driver, the main ways to pay less in taxes, number one, in my experience, okay, let me rephrase that. This is how I've managed to pay less in taxes as an Uber driver, Lyft driver. Let's just call it self-employed income, because it's all the same, right? You get taxed the same. 1099 income. You're getting a bunch of 1099 income. Let's say you're making 5-6 grand a month. Let's say you make 100 grand a year. Let's keep super even numbers. Again, I'm not a CPA, but this is for me. Let's say I make $100,000 a year from driving an Uber, right? If I am a self-employed person, I'm paying self-employment tax on $100,000 minus my tax deductions. Now, if I have a LLC set up, first of all, I'm not paying any self-employment taxes on any of that because that money's going to the business. However, I do then pay I do then get a salary from the business. So it's significantly less than, you know, the $100,000, but a portion of that money goes to me as an employee, which I do pay taxes on. So, and then the business has to pay tax. I have to pay taxes. My business has to pay taxes too. So I'm paying 2 separate taxes, but overall you're paying a lot less. Now, having an LLC also allows you to write off a lot more things. My car, 100% tax write-off. All my expenses, every single time I buy gas, put in the company account, it's a 100% tax write-off. If I want to, like today, I got my car detailed. Look how beautiful it is. You can even see the little lines on the bottom. They just, you know, they sucked everything out. They cleaned everything. Yes, it's an old car, it's a used car. I got the car for $5 grand, but I got the car detailed today. It cost 120 bucks. Boom, tax write-off. Tax deduction. I don't pay taxes on that income. $120 less of my income. Now, I also put miles on my car. Miles on your car, having an LLC, doing other car expenses. These things will help. These things have helped me save a lot of money on taxes. So those are the main things. Move to a state that doesn't have high tax brackets. Move to Florida. I don't know. Move to Delaware. Puerto Rico. I don't know. I don't really know a bunch about taxes, but I just wanted to share that because I think it's really interesting and it brings up a good topic. I am in the process of making a rideshare driver course where I do go into taxes and how to, because I'm fortunate enough to have really good accountants. I pay for an accountant, by the way. That's also a tax write-off. Any professional services that I have, including my accounting fees, that's a tax write-off. There's a lot of things you can do. I'm gonna put that in my course. I'm gonna have a whole section on taxes and maybe even bring on a CPA, an accountant to discuss those things. So anyways, that's all I have for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know your thoughts down below, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye, guys.